Alright.
But I like this, like all of them are pretty stoic. They're in character.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, hello, hello. All right, guys. Can you hear me? Oh, actually, you know what? This time I have my phone on me, so I can actually just open up YouTube here. Oops. Anti-animal use. Thank you guys for hopping on over. Welcome back. Anti-animal use coming at you. It's just me, Vegan Center Lady the Cow, right now. I was actually worried that there was no one here as I was walking up. It was really quiet. Hey guys, Johnny Vegan Seed, Nerds Like Us, Lewis. Hey Becca. Yeah, that was nerve-wracking. Talking to that lady, that was intense. I was trying really hard to not argue with her, but to just keep throwing questions at her, and then I failed in the end. I started to get mad. So I want to try again. I'm going to try to be really good. Hey, it's good to see you guys. Hi. Okay. I'm going to put my phone in my pocket, so that means I cannot see your comments right now. Appreciate you guys being here, though, but let's get started. My sign says, I'm doing a social experiment. Come talk to me. The other sign that people can read while I'm talking to them is, should the powerful have the right to oppress the powerless? Should the powerful have the right to oppress the powerless? I think that's such a great question, and a lot of people agree oppression is wrong, no matter what someone looks like or who they're related to, or how smart they are. But when it comes to their own decisions, things kind of go downhill quickly. All right, let's see if we can talk to some people. Hopefully I'm in frame, I can't tell. Hi. Hey. Hey. Hi. Do you want to answer a few questions? You want to answer a few questions? I'm live on YouTube.
How about that? I'm just a visitor.
Oh, that's okay. Do you want to answer a few questions? It's only like 5-10 minutes maybe.
Okay, can we sit down?
Oh, I don't have a seat. You're welcome to sit there though if you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let me put down my sign. I'll follow you. I'm just going to stay right here so I'm still in the camera view. All right. So my name's Anna. What's yours?
Mike.
Mike. Lovely to meet you, Mike. So I'm just asking about oppression. I'm sure you saw my sign. Should the powerful have the right to oppress the powerless? And oppress means to cruelly treat someone for a prolonged period of time.
It worked very well in the Middle Ages.
Yeah. Do you think that it's fair?
No.
I agree. Yeah, exactly. What if the oppressor is really smart? They're smarter than the weak. Should they have the right to oppress just because they're smarter?
If they are smart, then they don't oppress people.
Oh, yes. Should they, if they're smarter, should they have the right?
No.
I agree. It seems obvious, right?
Right.
What if the oppressor was really strong? Should they have the right to oppress others?
They do it anyways.
Is it moral?
Of course not.
I agree. So this next question, I don't want you to feel like you're being caught off guard, but what about the animals that we use for food, clothing, and entertainment? Do you think that we're oppressing them?
Yeah, but I like my beef.
Yeah. What do you think the cow thinks of that?
They don't speak English.
They don't. That's true. They still think, though.
No, not in English.
Of course not in English. Of course not. But they do think. Do you recognize that animals are sentient?
No.
So sentience means the ability to have a subjective experience, like emotions. There's actually scientific evidence behind this. There's the Cambridge Declaration of Consciousness and the New York Declaration of Consciousness. They state clearly that animals are sentient and they have those emotions and subjective experiences I explained.
You should try to see the difference between an American slaughterhouse and like a Canadian. They're more human, but...
Because we care about their experiences, right?
No.
So why should we be humane to them if we don't care about their experiences?
They are mad.
Who's mad?
The cows.
Okay.
If they're not the first ones to be slaughtered.
They're mad if they're not
sure,
the first
they say,
ones to
hey,
be
what's
slaughtered.
wrong with me? What's wrong with me?
Have you seen slaughter footage?
Yes.
So you think the animals go towards the knife wantingly?
Unknowingly.
Exactly.
If it's
unknowingly.
humanely
You
done.
have to trick them, right?
Yep.
So they don't want to die.
How do you know?
Because we have evidence that they're sentient and all sentient beings want to live.
Who did the study?
Cambridge and New York.
Uh-huh. You didn't go to Montana for that.
I didn't go to Montana for that.
We have more cows than we have people.
Right. So I'm speaking up for those cows because no one's speaking up for them. Everyone thinks that they don't think, but they do. They care about what happens to them.
Okay, I don't agree with you.
Okay. We can end the conversation and I don't really know where to go. What if you were the victim and they said you don't feel anything?
Don't you have more questions?
No, you basically said that oppression is okay when you're smarter and bigger than them.
Hell yeah, vegans.
Okay.
Yeah, you are an animal bully.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that people should be able to kick dogs for fun?
No.
Why not? We don't care about their experiences.
That's a nice argument you have, but
You can't
I'm
answer
not
it,
going.
though.
I'm not going for
Would
it.
you tell someone to stop kicking a dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm telling you to stop kicking a dog. You can eat something else. You don't need to use them.
Well, that's a simple thing, anyways.
Can I give you a card?
I can't even afford it anymore to eat meat.
Yeah. So this actually gives you resources on how to eat vegan, and you're actually in a vegan capital. Portland has so many options.
But I'm not from Portland.
Yeah, that's okay. There's actually vegans in Germany too. Germany, I assume? Or where are you from?
Austria.
Austria. Excellent. Yeah, there's vegans there too.
No kidding.
Yeah. All right.
Well, that's it, huh?
I guess, yep. Unless you want to talk about respecting animals.
Nah.
All right, well, enjoy the market.
Okay.
Hi. Do you guys want to answer a few questions?
We are vegan.
Oh my God! Yes. Do you want to be on camera? I'm live on YouTube.
Sure, I don't mind standing
Thank
over
you.
here. At least I'll talk
Awesome. We
now.
got some vegans here. What was your name?
I'm Elvin.
Elvin.
Yeah.
Cooper.
Cooper. Lovely to meet you. What made you guys go vegan?
Honestly, I was telling him my answer today is like I find a new reason to be vegan every day. Yeah, and I don't know. It was mostly him like helped me quite a bit.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Well,
But-
it's just kind of like a dormant belief system that a lot of us have.
Yes.
And then, like,
Yeah.
once, like, you're living around somebody and you're seeing that, like, oh, it's just, like, that easy to live plant-based and, like, boycott all the other animal exploitation. It's
Yeah, I
an
finally
easy
like.
way to
Yeah.
make
It's
it
just
happen.
easy.
I totally agree with you guys. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say like I'd previously like been like vegetarian, pescatarian, like trying to find like some way to like feel like I was being vegan without being
exactly.
vegan.
Trying to find that ethical way to live. Yeah, no, I totally get you.
And then like so now I'm like okay, I found it. Obviously, like doing it for the animals, like it's just like so fulfilling.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you guys do activism?
We
I mean,
do-
you're already doing activism,
Yeah.
clearly.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys just ever consider like speaking to other people.
Totally.
It is a
Definitely
big step,
considering
though.
it.
He's
Yeah.
been talking a lot about it. It was like one of our goals of talking to you today was to come and like see like maybe like I don't know.
Yes.
Try to
I don't
see.
Like what's
Just
out
like
there.
the start of something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I actually started anti-animal use with a couple other vegans because we wanted to help other activists get out there. We started out with Anonymous first, Voices for the Anonymous, or Anonymous for the Voices, excuse me.
Right.
But we weren't getting as much traction, so we started anti-animal use to try to reach more people because
Okay.
we're not as organized as like AV, so people might feel more comfortable talking
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
they can do
yeah.
their own thing. So yeah, basically just trying to live stream and change people's minds and
Yeah.
It's
go around the
amazing.
city.
We enjoy it.
Watching the
Yeah, we
video
watch them
a
like
few-
every now and
You guys
then.
watch
weekend.
these?
Yes.
Oh, yes,
Yes, we watched one and we're like, we need to just go there and just like.
Oh my
so
god,
you know
you
that
guys
like,
are making me so
Like
happy.
I grew up here, like Portland, Clackamas, Beaverton. Like I just moved up to like Battleground is where we live now. So it's a little like harder to
more
find stuff up
conservative,
there,
yeah.
more conservative.
Yeah.
No vegan options. You open Happy Cow, it's like nothing.
Nothing.
Just bring you down here. So
So, like, we gotta drive to
Yeah, we're
Portland.
typically coming down here to like just try out new restaurants, stuff like
Yeah.
that. But yeah, we saw that this is here too, so we're like, okay, of course.
You guys, I really appreciate you stopping by and telling me. That's fantastic. Well, did I give you a card?
No, but
Here,
I would
please,
love
please
one.
take that. So that takes you to our Facebook group,
Perfect.
and I'm going to actually put the link of our live here in there. So if you wanted to watch it, you can watch it too. But hell yeah! And if you guys ever want, even today, if you feel like you want to outreach people, you're welcome to come join me. I know that's a lot to ask, but you're welcome to do it. Or if you ever see me, you're welcome to just walk up and start talking to people.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I'd love to. I felt like just us sitting there with like this was.
Yes! Yes! I don't know if the camera can see me.
yeah.
Go see if they can see. Yes! Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, fantastic. Are you guys going to the No Kings?
Maybe. I
We're
don't think so.
Probably maybe along the way
Somewhere.
somewhere, but we're also going to the vegan market, the flip side market.
Yes, the
This
flip
evening, yes.
side. I love flip side. They have so many. I love the cinnamon rolls.
It'll be our
Pale
first time.
tail.
And
so.
just to see all the sanctuaries and to like really connect with all of the animals who
Yes.
are no longer using.
The reason why.
Yes.
Exactly.
good.
I totally agree.
It's very powerful to see all of them doing so happy
Just what they're
and
supposed
living
to
the
be
life
doing.
that they deserve to be living.
Exactly.
Without being used.
Yeah, exactly. They have a different demeanor. They're definitely calmer, and they seem like just more themselves. You know, not
Yeah.
not a group, but individuals.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I'll let you guys go. I really appreciate you guys coming up, though.
Talk to some.
I imagine we'll be back to join you.
Totally.
If not,
Hell
if not
yes.
today, maybe next weekend. Like,
Yeah.
Are you here
Or-
most weekends?
Yeah,
or-
we're trying to be here every Saturday.
Okay.
So yeah, I might
yeah.
you might have to look for me because they told me I have to move around, but First Amendment right says I can do it anywhere. But you might have to look for me sometimes, so just be prepared for that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys.
nice to meet you.
Yeah, it was lovely meeting. What was your name? One more time.
Cooper.
Cooper.
And I'm Elvin.
Elvin.
Yes.
Elvin, I'm Anna. Lovely to meet you
Nice to
guys.
meet you.
Yes. All right, guys.
See you
Well,
next weekend.
I'll see you next weekend, hopefully. Yeah, see you guys. Thank you. Yay. Oh God, guys, that's fantastic. That made me so happy. It does. It does say vegan for Palestine. Oh. I did put it in the description, but I didn't pin it. My bad. Yeah, we only have 10 people. The market's already thinning out too, which is crazy. It's only 11:16, and the market ends at 2. It's so early and it's so dead. Oh, it's so good to meet other vegans. You make me feel so much better. Hi. I can't find my live sign. I had a sign that says I'm live, but I don't know where that went. Hi. Do I answer a few questions? Okay. Hi. Okay, no worries. Enjoy the... Oh, yes, I agree. Do you want to answer a few questions? No. Okay. Well, let me leave you with this because this is just the whole shebang. What do you think about the animals that we use? Are we oppressing them?
Good question.
Yes. Hold that in your mind. And how many animals do you want exploited for you? Just hold that in your mind. You have a good day. Hi. Do you want to answer a few questions?
No.
Okay, no worries. You have a good day. Enjoy the market.
Thank you.
Hi. Hi. Do you want to answer a few questions? Okay. I appreciate people saying at least now they're brave enough to interact with me. Hi. You guys want to answer a few questions? Okay. Hi. Do you want to answer a few questions? Hi. Oh, I'm out of the camera. Sorry, guys. Hi. You guys want to answer a few questions? Just a few, might be 5-10 minutes. All right. You have a good day. Thank you. Hi. Hi. Do you want to answer a few questions? All right. Hey. Hi. Just saying hi a lot, I guess. Hi. Hey. Hi. Hi. Do you want to answer a few questions? Okay. Hi. Do you want to answer a few questions?
Real mission to change something.
Do you guys want to answer a few questions?
Be out here and do something, then yeah, you should know what's going on.
Hi.
But if you're not trying to
Hey. Oh, I really want to talk to people that are going to the No Kings. They know it, that oppression is wrong. Across the way, there's a booth. It is pasture-only animal products. Hi. Do you want to answer a few questions? Okay. Hi. Do you want to answer a few questions? Hey. You guys want to answer a few questions? Okay. Well, come talk to you guys for a second. Yeah, the channel did change. Yeah, there's no channels on or trolls on this one either. Not yet. Hi. Hi. You want to answer a few questions?
Actually, just really want to know if there is an bagel stall
Oh,
at this market.
I honestly don't know. There's an information booth right there, though. They might be able to help you.
Genius.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you. Good luck finding bagels. Hi. Do you want to answer a few questions? Okay. Hey, you guys want to answer a few questions?
We're kind of on your brush.
Okay, all right. You have a good day. Thanks. Man, I'm sad that my first conversations on Vegan Starter Lady were muted. It's because my little plug-in is kind of loose, and I have to like set it up so it sits pressed in, and I didn't do that. Hi. Hey, do you want to answer a few questions? Okay. Hey. Man, if I stand here for like 30 minutes and no one talks to me, though, I'll probably close up shop. Hey. Oh, I'm loving all the pumpkins, though. Oh, I love pumpkins. Hi. Maybe it's my high. It's too high pitch. Hey. Do you want to answer a few questions?
Sure.
Awesome. I'm live on YouTube. Is that okay?
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, cool. All right, so my name's Anna. I'm actually going to have you step just a little bit that way just so I can stay in frame too.
Okay.
So I'm just asking people... Oh, sorry. I'm Anna. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Ben.
Ben. Lovely to meet you, Ben.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Duncan.
Duncan.
Yeah.
Duncan and Ben. Lovely to meet you guys. So I'm just asking people about oppression.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that the powerful should have the right to oppress the powerless?
No.
I agree. And these next questions are going to seem kind of obvious. Bear with me. What if they're smarter? What if the oppressor is smarter?
What?
So if the oppressor is smarter, should they have the right to oppress the not as smart?
No.
What if the oppressor is stronger? Should they have the right to oppress the weak?
No.
I agree. So this next one, I don't want you to think I'm trying to catch you off guard. But what about the
So I was
animals
waiting
we
for it.
use? Yeah.
Mm.
For clothing, for entertainment, for food. Are we oppressing them?
I don't think so.
Okay, so oppression means prolonged cruel treatment. Do you think that we're not being cruel to animals when we use them without their consent?
I think the cruelest thing that people do to animals, especially like with the whole industrial farming thing, is like make them keep producing. Because if people didn't like perpetuate the cruelty by making them give birth all the time, then there would be less cruelty.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you think we should respect animals?
I think we should respect wild animals. I think the ones that people create for farming are kind of... They're just there to be used because people make them.
Do you think that breeding dogs and having dog fights should be legalized?
No.
Why not?
Because it's cruel to them.
Right, because we care about their experiences, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is the morally relevant difference between a dog and a cow?
I don't think there's any...
Right. So then what is it that makes it morally okay to take the life of a cow or to impregnate her, separate her from her baby, and take her milk?
I don't think it is, but I think that, like... This is something I've thought a bit about, actually, which is interesting. I think that the least cruel thing you can do to an animal is to like a livestock, is to prevent it from being born. And the second least cruel thing, because life is suffering, especially for animals.
I can see that perspective, yeah.
So I think the second least cruel thing would be to end its life quickly and painlessly.
Why would we end their life, though?
Because it would suffer if it lived, especially like in the conditions that industrial animals live in.
So I agree that they shouldn't be born into existence, but are you saying that because we're breeding them into existence, we should off them immediately?
No, well, I think that we are breeding them into existence is going to keep going regardless. Like, that's not going to stop. But I think killing them painlessly is the second best thing you can do. And I do agree that they shouldn't be bred. Like, it's bad.
Right.
And it's causing suffering.
I agree.
Or it's like creating suffering from nothing.
Do you understand your part that you play in this, in the supply and demand?
Not fully, no.
Yeah, so when you go to the store or even a friend's house and you accept animal products, they're sending that next animal through that system to replace what you've taken.
Mm-hmm.
So in that sense, you are paying those people to breed another individual into life. Are you vegan?
No.
Do you know what veganism means?
Yes.
Awesome. Go ahead, just throw it at me. What do you think veganism means? And it's not a test, so it's okay.
Yeah.
It's not
Just
so exact.
not eating animal products.
That is the most common response. It's actually a principled stance against the exploitation of sentient beings. So I also don't want these beings to be forced into existence just to be used. I think that's cruel. And I think that those that are here want to live and that we should respect their preferences in that sense. Just like I want my preferences to be respected because I'm here. Even though technically I'm living and suffering, right? I still don't want you to take my life from me.
I think the biggest difference between humans and animals is that humans can like build things. Like animals couldn't have a farmer's market like we have here.
So,
And I think that makes them less valuable than animals.
we do
I mean,
have-
more valuable than animals. Sorry, not less.
No, I hear
Yeah.
you. Yeah. We do have subjects in our group, though, that couldn't have a farmer's market, that couldn't build things. We have humans that you could argue aren't even sapient, thinking about thoughts. They're just sentient. They just care what happens to them and, being comfortable. Should we exploit those humans? Is it moral to do that, in your perspective?
Well, I don't know what you'd exploit them for.
Their skin, their flesh, their labor, whatever.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I agree. So then what is it between the group that I just described and the animals we use? What is the morally relevant difference between them that justifies the difference in treatment?
Probably just a vague kinship between our fellow species members.
So you can relate with other humans and recognize there's someone in there having an experience, right?
Yeah.
And that they don't want to be interfered with or violated, and that you can respect that?
Yeah.
Awesome. So what is it? Do you think the animals feel differently?
I think you can. Well, I don't know how animals feel because I'm not in one of their
Recognize that they're
brains.
sentient.
There's one here too.
I think that's a possibility. Yeah.
So there's the Cambridge Declaration of Sentience and the New York Declaration of Sentience, consciousness, which is a little higher, which recognizes that the animals specifically that we use, and even some of the the ocean life, are also sentient, meaning they're having their own subjective experiences. They can experience pain, joy, just like we do. They want to avoid harm, and they want to continue to have experiences.
That's been proven with neurosci, actually, so just FYI.
Say it one more time, sorry.
The fact that animals feel emotions, as Darwin wrote a book that I just finished called Emotions in Humans and Animals.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much the way that humans feel emotions is pretty much neurologically identical to the way that animals feel, according to Darwin and a lot of other scientists that you probably study. Read that book. It'll enlighten you about how similar we really are.
I can take the trash.
I
can take that.
Species and other animals.
Interesting.
Yeah. Sorry if I interjected.
Oh, no, that's fine. Absolutely. Yeah, Darwin did write a book about it, and I'm pretty sure he talked about it a lot, too, that we're much more similar to them than we thought.
Yep.
Yeah.
And amongst others.
Yeah.
Actually, hilariously, just this morning before I came out, finished a paper on that.
Oh, that's awesome. Can I give you a card? Come find me. I'm in that group right there. You can scan that. The other side is all my resources for non-vegans.
Yeah, but with that said, hilariously, I am not vegan. And we
check the resources on that other side.
Yeah, we should definitely talk. I was vegan for 12 years.
Oh, well, yeah, come back and talk to me in a few minutes after I'm done.
It's such an amazing conversation because I'm for animals and I believe in animal sentience, but I think veganism has totally gotten out of hand what it represents. And
what do you think veganism represents?
Well, I think veganism was co-opted. So veganism originated in Black cultures, and I think it was just appropriated. And that there's an ethical veganism, but I think veganism has become unethical because it's become a consumer.
I see what you're meaning. Yeah.
And then also the idea of processed vegan. People don't understand the difference between natural and processed, and how by eating the processed foods we're actually not making as much of a difference as
I wouldn't say we're not making as much of a difference. I would say that in supply and demand, as I was just explaining, that when you purchase animal products, right, you're sending the next individual through, whereas vegan junk food isn't sending an individual through a system to be exploited and oppressed.
But it's using more natural resources to produce.
It's not actually. Animal ag, we dedicate right now 83% of our agricultural land to raising and feeding the animals that we use for food. And they only give us 18% of our total global calories. We could feed 10 billion people and at the same time reduce our ag land by 75%.
So you're actually proving my point that it's the ag culture and big farm. It's not consuming meat. That's the problem.
When you demand it, when you buy it or accept it as a gift, they send the next individual in there. That's how supply and demand works.
But if I raise a chicken, if I'm a tribal, right, or if I'm a tribal member and I raise a chicken.
Well, we're not talking about people that are living out in
Right,
the woods, right?
but
We're talking about right now living in society.
But anybody could actually buy a chicken from an ethically raised
if you
farm.
buy a chicken, you are then demanding that someone be born into existence for you to use.
No, not if they have spiritual problems. Not if it's tribal.
If you buy a chicken,
not if it's a
how
tribal.
did the chicken be born? How was the chicken born?
The chicken, there's what you're.
Where do you get the chicken?
What you're not taking into account, like for example.
Where do you get the chicken?
For example, native.
Where do you get the chicken?
Talk to the natives about how.
Okay.
So you're actually being anti, like. There are so many traditions such
I'm not
as-
talking about people that are in native situations. I'm talking about people in Portland.
But you're talking about veganism.
What is veganism?
We can support.
What is it?
You're not letting me speak.
Tell me what veganism is.
Okay, you're obviously.
Veganism is an ethical principle against the exploitation of other sentient beings.
That's actually like, so if you look at originally what veganism was, it was a part, this is what I'm talking
It's
about.
about humans living without exploiting animals. That's
Right,
what it
and
is.
There's been tribes for centuries who have done that.
I'm not talking about survival situations.
I'm not talking about survival
You are.
situations. No, I'm not.
You are. You're talking about
Let me
people.
speak then, because you're wrong, and
I'm
have
not.
the writing.
I'm not wrong.
Oh my God.
You're spreading misinformation.
I'm not spreading misinformation.
It's okay. Calm down. We don't need to fight. It's okay.
Well, you're not letting me speak.
Okay, you can move on. You
Which
can move
is-
on. It's
Can
okay.
I speak? on what I was
You're
gonna
just
say?
saying the same thing over and over again, though. You're
Because
saying
you're not
native
letting me
people.
speak.
You're
Yes.
saying
No, you
I'm
didn't let me
ignoring native
finish.
people, but I'm not.
I did not say that.
Please, go ahead. Okay, you can leave. What do you want right now?
A moment of silence so
For
that
what?
I can speak. You said talk to me and you're interrupting me every 2 seconds.
Why aren't you vegan?
I was vegan for 12 years.
Why'd you stop?
I can tell you. You're being aggressive.
Okay. Okay, please move along. You've left multiple times. I don't want to be harassed. I don't want to fight you. I'm just trying to talk to people. That's it.
I want to stay on record that I was actually, you wouldn't let me finish.
Yeah, they watched the whole thing. They watched the whole thing. I'm going to move on.
I lived in native tribes.
Okay.
And what you're doing right now, promoting veganism without looking at ethical meat-eating tribes and how we can learn from them.
You think the animals think it's ethical? How do they feel in the moment?
First off, veganism started off as a black and culture thing, and what white people did was appropriate veganism.
You still haven't told me what veganism is.
What you're doing is showing how veganism has been culturally appropriated.
But you haven't told me how. You haven't given me any evidence. You've just said it over and over again. And you keep harassing me with
I'll
it.
send you my writing.
Okay, please. I would love to read it. I really would. Thank you.
I will send you my writing.
I will. Please leave me alone.
Yeah, because
Please
you're
leave me alone.
uneducated.
Oh my
You're
God.
uneducated.
Please. Thank you.
Yes. because
Please
you're
go away.
uneducated about what you're preaching. You are preaching misinformation. Thank you. I'm educated. I have 5 years of I've done nutrition training, veganism. I've written on this. I was vegan for 12 years, promoting it, being where you are, and then moving forward. Because veganism, the way it is.
You can't even
promoted-
tell me what it is. You literally cannot tell me.
Yes.
Tell me. What is it? What is veganism? What is veganism? What is veganism? What is veganism? What is it? 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 Can you leave other people alone? What are you doing? You're pulling other people into this conversation that don't want to be a part of it.
Hey, can you get away from my people, man? I'm so you're impacting my son. You want to talk to this person?
I'm not bothering you. I asked you to leave many times. Thank you. I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. You're right. Oh, goodness. I really did not want that to go that way. Yeah. Yeah, real life troll. That's too bad. I really wanted to reach her because she said she was vegan once. And she just wanted to keep saying it was appropriation, I guess. Breaks my heart. Okay. Okay. I agree. White veganism is not okay. So because I'm white, I can't stand up for justice? That's not fair.
So what was her problem?
She's just telling me that I'm promoting white veganism, which I'm not. I'm just.
But she had no other.
She had. I asked her what is veganism. She couldn't even answer what it was. Yeah. Hi. You guys want to answer a few questions? No, but thank you. Oh, she's still walking up and down. Really riled her up. I did not mean to do that. I really don't want to upset people. I just want to talk to people. Hi. I think that we actually all share this principle. No one wants to cause unnecessary harm to someone. No one wants to be oppressed. Hi. Do you want to answer a few questions? Do you want to answer a few questions? Okay, no worries, no worries. Hi. Do you want to answer a few questions? No thanks. Okay. Enjoy the farmer's market. I will say, aside from that moment, the market's actually pretty good. People are pretty open-minded and nice, and I don't normally have a lot of issues. Hi. I appreciate you, by the way. I saw you. Hey. Hey, you want to answer a few questions? Okay, no worries. Hi. Do you want to answer a few questions? Sure. Awesome. I am live on YouTube. Is that okay?
Hang on.
Oh, yeah. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. No one knows you.
Hang on. I got to. Don't let anybody see the Quaker.
There you go. I got you. Covered. All right, so my name's Anna. You don't have to share your name. I'm just asking people about oppression and how they feel about it. Oppression meaning prolonged cruel treatment. Do you think the powerful should have the right to oppress the powerless?
Is that a trick question?
I know, it seems
okay,
so obvious.
Where's the trap in that? Because the answer is so obvious.
I promise it is going somewhere.
Okay, oppression, no matter how powerful, no matter how weak. No.
I agree. No matter if they're strong or smarter.
I'm against it.
Yeah, same. Okay, so this next question, don't feel like I'm trying to catch you off guard or offend you.
Okay, hey, wait, I'm going to get caught. It's
okay,
a trap.
Yeah, here we go. Here's the trap. What about the animals that we use?
Oh my goodness, this is really tricky, right?
Yeah.
For health, for science experiments.
Any of that, yeah.
It's all tricky, and for me, some of it's relative.
Yeah.
Right. Some of it's for the greater good. Am I really going to go to a country that subsists on fish farming and say no, you can't?
Oh, of course, yeah, right? Yeah. I'm not talking about advocating. I'm talking about.
But this is it. This is the oppression of trapped fish, right? So. Yeah, with animals, with different species, it gets a trickier question.
Do you know the word veganism?
Sure do.
What does it mean to you?
It means you don't eat anything that comes from an animal source.
That is something that we do. Veganism is actually an ethical principle against the exploitation of
Sure, so it's not just eating. It's
right. Clothing, entertainment,
sure.
Like you said, scientific experiments.
Even zoos could be on this tricky edge of.
Yes,
right?
Many of them do purposely buy animals just for the entertainment factor, which is exploitation.
I would agree.
Exactly. So then my question is, what about when you can avoid demanding someone's exploitation? Should you?
That's a greater question, right? Generally, we should always speak up for justice.
Right. If even if it's a slight inconvenience, if you were the one being oppressed, would you hope that your oppressor would avoid using you anymore?
Yes, and I would hope that if I were the one oppressing, someone would point it out to me.
Exactly.
Right? This is what we hope for.
Well, with that in mind and knowing the definition of veganism, does that sound like that aligns more with your principles?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so let me give you a card, actually. So on here, this shows you just a documentary that I urge everyone to watch. And it's not a gotcha film. It's just to show you standard practice.
No. For example, our industrial agriculture is repulsive and needs to be shut down.
Right.
Full stop.
Well, and like even if, let's say, farming was done in the right way, right? The animals were given all the love and the hugs and the cuddles, and given a Netflix subscription, right? You would almost think that they would want to live even more, right? Wouldn't taking their life when they wanted to live be immoral?
This is one of those tricky questions again, because
I'm only talking about for you.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
I've got lots of friends who have small farms, and they're doing the regenerative agriculture.
Yeah.
And animals are part of that. Now, do they ever eat those animals? That's where it gets tricky, right?
So
I just don't.
There is regenerative farming without animals.
Of course there is.
Yeah.
So, but all these things are a little bit tricky. I talked to my friend who's a vet. He goes, veganism, it's not going to work everywhere all the time, but all of us should be moving that direction. That's the trick.
If you can be vegan, do you think that people should live vegan that are able to?
Should. This is, again, how much do I want to impose? How much is suddenly I'm forcing someone to do what is right?
Well,
this is one of those things. So I hear you. And you and I are mostly in agreement.
Yeah,
right?
No, I do hear.
I'm just trying to hear that I can agree with you and think, but there are others who simply can't.
Of course. I'm only talking to you.
Sure.
Yeah, just you. Could you go vegan?
So, for example, I eat vegetarian or vegan if I do not know where the source of that food came from. Okay. So I will choose, no, I don't eat that. So I'm not completely vegan yet.
Yeah, right? So these happy animals, though, what morally justifies taking their life when you don't need to?
Well, how do you know they're happy?
Oh, because they're sentient. And I'm not necessarily
this is
happy,
thing.
but
so
sentient.
For example, when you watch an eagle catching a fish, right? To try to make the humans the most unusual species on the planet, and therefore we can change the rules we live by. There's something about. This is the only thing I worry about, right? Like, do you make your cat go vegan? Do you make your dog
vegan
go?
Cat
And yes, you can, but is that the best choice for them? Does that make them happy? Should you let your cat go free?
So it's not about.
So you see,
happiness.
but you see the problem here. It gets into these
There's
delicate
no
areas. You get to these delicate
There's no
areas.
problem. These are just obstacles that have solutions that you haven't found yet. That's all.
But should you keep a cat? Should you keep a domesticated cat?
The question behind that is great.
Yeah.
Should you buy a cat as a toy?
Yeah. These are all great questions.
You shouldn't do that.
And the answer is yes. These service dogs and cats love their work and love what they do.
Is it moral to adopt someone that needs your help?
Boy, adoption is a whole other issue.
Right.
Okay, I'm actually out of time. This is really fun. You've made me think. Okay. So thank you.
Definitely watch that documentary.
I love having my ideas being pushed back.
Absolutely. I appreciate you taking the challenge.
Absolutely.
I do appreciate that. So, watch that documentary, though, okay?
I might. I'm not going to promise, but I might.
I appreciate you.
Hey, thanks for being out here.
Yeah, thank you for stepping up. It takes a lot.
Bye-bye.
You have a good day. Well.
It's always interesting when they try thinking.
Yeah.
Thank you for making me aware of this. And by the way, you're wrong.
Yeah, I took it a little easy on her because the last person lost their shit at me.
Oh really?
And was
Thank you guys
walking
for being
back
here. I saw the cow outfit and I was like, oh, I have a feeling I know what's going on. And then I heard the questions from a distance and I was like, I've never been able to witness this out in the wild.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with IP28 and stuff like that, so I know a whole bunch of people.
Yes.
Out here.
Yes.
Also, that was nice that you were like, because I was like cow-like.
Yeah, it was.
So, sorry, I went way too high pitched that first time.
No, you're great. You're great.
But, no,
yeah, the IP is it 28?
28.
Yeah, IP28 is it's against the slaughter and breeding of the animals, right?
Yeah, so trying to extend the effort is to extend the same rights to what we call non-domesticated animals that domesticated animals have. So your cats, your dogs, etc. So that's the effort, is to try and get the same rights extended to them.
Yeah.
And that's a whole process. I don't think the expectation is to be on the ballot like anytime super soon, because it is the kind of process that it is.
Yeah.
But the idea is just to get the word out and stuff like that.
Yeah, it makes it more normalized that people are hearing about
animal
rights. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping with stuff like what y'all do and stuff like that just kind of points out how weird eating animals is.
Yeah, no, really.
And just like how unnecessary it is. I work with Vtopian also down here.
Make sure you're in the frame. No,
sorry about that.
You're great.
I was just planning on giving like a 10-second thank you for doing what you do. I'm sorry.
No, totally sorry.
And yeah, I'll head back to the booth soon here in a bit. But I'm with Vtopian Cheese down here, which is all vegan cheese, if you don't already know, and that's just what's super important to me. And so I get to expose a bunch of people to, for lack of a better term, to like yes, vegan, but also like this is like what's possible. Like we've just been kind of conditioned to think like, oh, we use cows for this, or like
it's just so normal to us.
Yeah, it's just so normalized, and so being able to kind of like, no, this is totally within the realm of possibility. It has been in the realm of possibility for years. It's just now like companies with power, for example, are like expanding their product lines and putting in R&D into these, what we call alternatives. Which, I mean, I don't know if it's going to happen in my lifetime. I would love for a lot of that to just be the standard. Like, just in general, I would love that to be like something offered at every place.
Yes.
In the span of my lifetime. In the span of my lifetime, I would love to see it. But no, it just, and of course, Portland is a great place to introduce people to just about anything. You like 5-10 minutes away from pizza. Do you want pasta? Do you want like, name it? We have it in some form or fashion. And so, I just like part of what I like to do is this is just me, is I like to share the joys of vegan things, show like what's good and that kind of stuff, and I leave the asking the questions to people like you who are much better at it than I am.
We all have our strengths.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yes.
You're, like everyone's got their strengths, exactly like you said. So
I say all vegans need to be active, and it's not necessarily being on the street. Everyone has their strength.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I know I'm not Joey Carbstrong. I'm not Ed Winters. I acknowledge this about myself.
None of us are.
So to be fair, but I still like doing what I can to kind of like promote and nudge people towards like if someone asks me to get them a coffee with cream, I'm going to get them oat milk probably. Like it's just like
same.
It's like I understand what you're asking for, but also I cannot put in good conscience my money towards that, because fortunate or unfortunate, depending on how you look at it, to know like what goes into that.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just I can't allow myself to fund that. I can't allow myself to fund that. So what I think once people kind of understand that kind of thing, it's pointed out to them, because we get to see like happy cows come from California, like that whole thing, right?
Yes, exactly. How many messages a day are we getting that?
Exactly. And how it's just so normalized, like we talked about, to just like go to the store, buy a tub of cow's milk, and call it good. And I'm just like, it's literally in the same section.
Yeah, you just slightly move your hand a little bit, just a little bit.
It's in the same section now, especially out here. And
it's so easy. It's so easy out here. Yeah, that's why I also feel confident talking to people here at a farmer's market, because already people are thinking outside of themselves coming to a farmer's market, because they're thinking, I want to spend my money locally, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then on top of that, they don't have this excuse of, I don't have access to anything. Like, yeah, you do. Do
you have access to peanut butter and jelly?
Yeah, exactly. Beans?
That's one of my favorite things to point out. Is like, so I've never had vegan food. Have you had peanut butter and jelly?
Yes,
have you had like most spaghetti in the world?
Exactly.
Like all of that stuff. Like we don't necessarily think about as vegan stuff. And working for a cheese company, vegan cheese company, like,
which is huge, by the way. That's fantastic that you do that.
But it's also like there's a bunch of people that's like, wait, what? What? How do you like? I literally get the question like, how do you make cheese if not cow?
Yeah,
I get that question a lot, and I'm like, you do realize like soy milk, for example. Not that, I mean, there's a couple things that use soy, but the base is cashew in this case. But soy milk, for example, has been around forever. It's been around for millennia.
Yeah.
And just now we're at the point where big companies are trying to like say that you can't use the word milk, say you can't use the word burger, all this kind of stuff.
I see where you're going. Yeah.
Everything's connected. And I could go on for hours and hours and hours and hours.
Oh no, you're in great company. This is exactly how we feel.
So I'm probably giving you nothing that you're going to use on any social channel.
Right now.
I'm probably giving you nothing. But even so, it's just great. Like, at the end of the day, it just made sense.
Yeah.
It just made sense to like, if like, especially, I know we're in the middle of No Kings right now, and I'm not going to like ignore that. But like, especially from like a feminist side of things, like my girlfriend and I were talking about this like literally 2 days ago. It's just like one of the most feminist things you can do is not drink dairy, because what's the process for dairy? You have to have a mother cow who does not produce milk because she is a cow. She produces milk because she is a mother, just like a human, just like every other mammal. So it's just like, but that's the thing is like cows are just viewed as this milk machine presence, all of that. And it's just like, no, just like,
their being that wants their baby.
Yeah, exactly. And so how do we obtain that milk? Well, it's not just they're there, and it's not just that they have a baby. What ends up happening is if they have a daughter, of course, if they have a female cow, they're going to take the female cow and do the same journey that their mother was on. If it's a boy cow, probably going to kill him.
Yep.
Probably just because there's no money in that.
Yeah.
And I've seen like the efforts out here for some. I think it's like DXC has. There's been a couple organizations that have been tag teaming the foie gras side of things that I've loved to see.
I saw they were successful at the restaurant.
There's been like 2 or 3 successes alone in the past like month or 2 months.
Yes.
So which has been huge.
Yes, that is huge.
So it's just like it. Like I understand that that's the way the world's been for whatever, but this is an opportunity. We're challenged from so many different angles. This is an opportunity, like the time and opportunity to make these big changes, and put our money where our hearts are, not just where our mouths are, but also where our hearts are.
Where our logic is too.
Where our logic is. So.
Many of us feel that if we were the one that was being oppressed, we would not. I don't care what your reason is. I want to live. I want to be
exactly.
free.
And that's the thing. It's just like. I want to live the same as all the other animals live. I don't I can't imagine a mother pig is happy in like 2 square feet or whatever it is, where they're just standing there.
Or even, I don't know if you saw, there was, I think it's, what is it called? The Gertrude. I can't remember what it's called. It's the movie about the pig. It's just black and white, no voiceover.
Sure.
And I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, she's a free-range pig, and they look at her as from a farm. And even that is heartbreaking because they take her babies away from her.
Yeah.
And you see the distress. Even though she's in free range, she has all this food and comfort. The points that go into animal ag are still harming her.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I also saw one thing that sticks in my mind a little bit, and I was vegan for years at the time, but I saw it. But even so, it still stays with me. Jamie Logan did a like, I wouldn't call it an ad, but she did like a short film kind of thing, where it's basically like, what if like we had
her cow.
like humans,
Wasn't
humans
it
in
called
place of
You're
cows.
Next or something
Maybe,
like that?
maybe.
Yeah.
I don't remember the title honestly. Apologies to Jamie Logan if she's
Jamie, that was
watching
an
this.
amazing video.
Apologies
It was
for missing the title. But she did great. Like put like humans basically, women in the place of the mother cow, and I think it was a really well made just as a film. Period. Also. Just from a filmmaker perspective also, but yes, conveying the message of just like, just imagine if you could hear like the words coming out of the cow's mouth.
Yeah.
Beyond just like you can hear like audibly pleading for her calf. So I do have to get back. I am so sorry.
No, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Your name one more time?
I'm Galen.
Galen.
Yes.
Love it. And Dystopia. Oh my
Vitopian.
God. I'm saying dystopia because Vitopia.
Yeah, Vitopian cheeses. They do have a shop on 103 Northeast Grand in Portland, and the old Flower Bloom location. All vegan. It's a cheese shop by day with sandwiches and mac and cheese and stuff, and then a restaurant by night, a fine dining restaurant by night, all vegan. Like, bring your friends. It's cozy.
Yeah.
It's cozy. Just like, come on and have a grand time, whether you're vegan or you're just like, what's going on in Portland?
Exactly.
Great place to do it.
Especially Vitopia with the vegan cheese.
Yeah. And also today, I don't know, anyone watching this is in Portland, today we have a vegan market coming up this afternoon for Flipside. So like, absolutely, if you guys get a chance to, those who are watching this, like, go to Flipside, go to any of these vegan markets that we have going on, seemingly one every other month.
Yeah.
So like, this place to do it. So,
exactly.
But yeah, just shouting out all my friends I'm lucky enough to be associated with and friends with in this community. It's a wonderful community. So.
Well, thank you, Galen.
Yes,
and
thank you guys so
Vitopia
much.
Cheese. Please, everyone, go check them out. Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
Cheers, guys. Have
Thank
fun.
you. Enjoy the market. Have a great day. And Daniel's here with Daylin. How you guys doing? Hey, I don't know if you want the mic. Say hello. Jump on in. Say hi. I'm gonna grab the other mic while you guys do it.
What's up, y'all? Outreach time. Some interesting conversations so far.
Oh yeah.
We were listening on our way out. You have time for a couple questions? We're coming from the coast. We're doing a little vacation. Yeah, we did a little mini vacation. You guys have time for a couple questions? We're doing some interviews. You guys have time for a couple questions about animals? Yeah, a lot of people are looking at our sign today. Shouldn't have the right. Let's see.
Let me turn my camera on. Okay, you're welcome to use any of those. Make sure that I am not muted. Okay, so there was a young woman that keeps circling around here. You might see her again. She kind of has a stutter, which is fine. I'm not judging her. I'm just saying you might recognize her by that. She was sitting right there, and she is not happy with me. She's very mad, and she kind of paces back and forth and comes back and harasses. So just be prepared for her. She doesn't really want to hear your responses. She just wants to talk to you. It's fine if you want to let her talk, but just be prepared. She's very angry and she'll call you aggressive. So, yeah. I was going to say, is there any way I can help you? Is there anything I can do for you?
Excuse me. Gotta go this way. Wiley. Push from this way. Push from this way. Guys, out of the way, please. Wiley, over here. Wiley, push from over here. That's broken.
You got time for a quick interview?
Yeah, I'm looking for my family.
Yes. I have a bunch of cards at home, but since we came from the coast, I don't have them. You guys have time for an interview? You want to do a live interview on YouTube? This is the hard part.
Yeah. I put the lines on the very too.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Actually, right where you're at is the edge of my own bit. So just notice
A little further in. Okay. Hey, you have time for a couple questions?
Not right now, but thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, you guys have time for a couple questions?
We do not actually. Sorry. Did you want any of the signs showing?
I like this one. I want to ask about oppression.
Honestly, that's one of mine.
Yeah, I like that one. That's nice.
Yes.
You guys have time for an interview?
I don't think we do today, but thank you.
Sure.
I will say it felt a little more resistant today, but
Yeah.
still had some good conversations. One night that
Howdy, guys. You have time for an interview?
not today, I think so.
You want to try a couple questions?
No, thank you.
Hey, guys, you want to answer a couple questions? We're doing interviews. You guys want a card? Something to look into?
No, I like looking at things.
All right. Hey, you guys have time for an interview? 3 minutes? Ask you a couple questions? The rule is if they have headphones in, don't ask them. You guys want to answer a couple questions? Quick interview? Test your ethics?
Go ahead.
Yeah?
Answer those questions to me. No.
You listen to your elders. There's a lot of political tension today, so, you know.
I wanted to interview.
You guys want to try an interview? Ask you a couple questions? No? Hey guys, you have time for a quick interview? We're doing a YouTube live.
Hello.
Hey, you want to ask a couple questions?
Not really.
No, it'll be quick. He said, not really. Hey guys, hey, there's our doctor. Hi, Dr. Kungle. No way. That's the doctor that delivered our baby. I was like, wait, I recognize that face. Weird. Hey guys, you have time for an interview? I wish I could have pulled her over for an interview. I'd love to talk to a birth nurse about veganism. How's it going, you guys? We're doing a YouTube live. You want to ask a couple questions? Test your values about animals? You guys want to answer a couple questions about animals? We're getting public opinions on this. How do you feel about oppression?
Don't answer that question, bro. Come on, man.
Don't ask you about oppression? He said, don't ask me about oppression because I'm black.
Do you want to move over? I feel like you're in the sun.
Yeah, a little bit.
Move the camera.
Yeah, let's rotate a little. Let me come like right
You go where you want to go.
here, I think. Just so I'm in the shade. Actually, let me switch to this side over here. That's so silly.
Okay. I do need recommendations, stuff like that.
Why was the sun not so in our eyeballs last time? Maybe we need a tint or something. Yeah, I'll just stay in the sunlight.
So what are you guys doing?
We're asking people some questions about oppression.
About what?
Oppression.
Oh.
You know what oppression is?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that oppression should ever be judged from the perspective of the oppressor? Or should it be judged from the perspective of the victims?
I've chosen to live outside of that as much as I can.
Outside of oppression?
Yeah, outside of that paradigm. Outside of.
Right.
Are you familiar with the Cartman triangle?
Cartman
Drama triangle. The persecutor, the rescuer, the victim. So I'm just one person in my own individual life, but I don't know. Conversations with people, I always try and empower people as much as possible.
Absolutely, yeah, that's what we're out here to do. The reason I ask is because we often judge animal exploitation from the perspective of the consumers, not from the perspective of the victims.
Okay.
So cows, pigs, and chickens, the way that we use them for their body parts and secretions, we don't find that moral or just from the animal's perspective. And in that sense, it's very black and white that it's wrong to exploit the animals. Would you agree with me?
I can't, unfortunately.
You can't agree with me? Do you believe?
Well, I think that we can do our best to be as humane as possible.
Humane slaughter?
Yeah.
What does humane mean to you?
Well, I get meat directly from my farmers here in Oregon.
Okay.
And I've gone onto their farm, and it's not at all like, a CAFO factory farm.
Do you think that animals deserve respect?
Yes.
I agree. Do you think it's respectful to eat their flesh?
I think it's one of those unpleasant things I don't have an answer for, because I love the idea of, not consuming any animal products.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything preventing you from being vegan? Do you know what vegan is?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Right. What is vegan, real quick?
It's basically, you don't consume any animal products.
Right. That's part of it, but it's all animal exploitation. So
sure. Food,
clothing, and entertainment, right?
I think just looking at it from the dietary perspective, I've tried. My health really falters, unfortunately.
So that's why I don't know what the answer is.
So do you think it is possible for you to be vegan? Or do you think it's impossible for you to be vegan?
I've tried many times. I don't
Are you saying you think it's not possible to be vegan?
For my constitution, I think it's unfortunately not possible.
But do you know why?
I think that everybody's bodies are different, and everybody has a different constitution that thrives on different types of diets. I don't think there is one right diet that's going to work for everybody.
Right. Well, I'm not here to talk about diet, but the victims, right?
Okay.
So, like, for example, veganism to an animal is what do you call it? Feminism is to women. Does that make sense?
No.
Because you're saying it's their body and my choice. With cows, pigs, and chickens, you're saying that their body, their lives, their autonomy is not as valuable to you as a sandwich.
That's not how I see it.
So do you think that an animal's life is more valuable than a sandwich?
Yeah, of course.
Honestly, it hits every time.
Then how do you justify eating a sandwich that includes the body parts of an animal?
Because I look at the cycles of life in nature.
Regardless of the cycles of life of nature, you don't need to be eating them, and it's wrong.
It's wrong?
Yeah, to be killing. Do you think it's wrong to kill a dog for fun?
Of course.
Why?
It's needless killing.
It's needless, right? And it has a capacity to suffer.
Let me ask you something.
Sure.
So, what do I do if I'm unable to thrive on a vegan diet?
Well,
Try
veganism
harder?
isn't just a diet.
No. But let's just focus on the diet for a second. What should I do if I can't thrive? If I find my health falters, I become weak, I can't keep my weight on? What do you say to someone like me who has had...
Well, for one, I would say you're not in that situation. And for two, I would say that the world's largest dietetic organizations...
Hold on.
Sure.
Young man.
Sure. You're saying if it were impossible for you.
It is. It has in my life.
But you're not sure why it's impossible for you?
I don't know. I know.
Don't know why it's impossible?
I know that when I have tried it, my health falters. And I've tried to do it as best as I can. It doesn't work for me. So, based on what you're saying here, then I should force myself onto a vegan diet regardless of whether my health completely falls apart or not.
What I'm asking you to do is less about diet and more how you view animals. You think that they're here for you to use and exploit. But I don't believe that's right.
I don't think it's that simple.
And I think your ethics would agree with me as you say animals deserve respect.
Yes.
And it's not respectful to eat their flesh. Would it be respectful to exploit you? You're judging this oppression from the perspective of the oppressor, not from the victims. Now put yourself in the animal's position.
What's your solution?
Veganism.
Okay, so what do you tell all the people who cannot thrive on a vegan diet? You're avoiding answering that question.
That's because it's ludicrous. The world.
No,
listen to the science of it.
Sir, it is not ludicrous.
You know, I appreciate you stopping and talking to me, but I'm gonna let you keep going so that I can
I think
outreach
that
some
sounds
people.
good. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too, sir. You guys want to do an interview? We're asking some questions, testing ethics on animals.
The last thing I have to say is it's interesting that you chose to end the conversation when you cannot give me an answer to a totally reasonable
I just don't want
question
to talk over you, sir. If you want to hear my explanation, I'm
Go
happy to. Okay. The world's largest organizations of dietitians all agree that the vegan diet is safe for all stages of life, from infancy to elderly. And here in Portland, you have no excuse for not being vegan.
What if it doesn't work for me?
You're not vegan right now.
I have been.
What if, how about this? Until you look further in this, will you be open to boycotting animal exploitation besides diet, like zoo and leather and animal testing and stuff like that? Because that's a step in the right direction. Wouldn't you agree?
Sure.
Excellent. Awesome. I appreciate you stopping.
But you still haven't answered my question about the diet.
Yes, I did. The world's largest dietitians disagree with you.
Okay.
Sir, I'm doing outreach.
Hold on.
I'm here to talk to
you're still not
non-vegans
answering-
who are open-minded.
You're still not answering my question, though.
Your question is,
My question-
what if you can't be vegan?
Yes.
You're arguing against science, sir.
I can't argue with how my own body responds. I have to look at how my own body responds and behaves to what I eat, not some third-party person. So anyways, think about that. You still saying follow the science is not an answer. That is called a logical fallacy, which is an appeal to authority. And I hope you go and read about that. Good day.
Just let him go, Anna.
You don't want to answer my question?
I don't want
Good day.
No.
You need to run away?
Bye.
Okay.
Coward.
So, my name's Ray. I work at the market. I have a big favor to ask. So we ask all of our buskers, all of our folks who are here under protection on their First Amendment rights, just to move every hour.
Okay.
Just because, not saying this is what's happening here, but sometimes people are a little inflamed by what's happening, and so it means they avoid the vendor booths around you guys.
I can respect that. Yeah.
So
for sure.
I would just ask, we just pick it to be part of the market media every hour or so.
Sure.
Is there if we wait another hour and then we be done?
I would prefer if you guys move sooner rather than later.
How far do we have to move?
There's no specific rule on
Can
that,
we move
so-
to there?
Yeah.
I think I get what you're trying to say. Maybe if there's room over there, can we go over there?
That would be
okay.
Okay, sure.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
It's
So-
definitely not right to kick people off who are interviewing people.
In fact, it's our First Amendment right. To
Yeah, it's First Amendment right, but respectfully, we'll move.
Yeah. I can't run though. I have my phone. I'm gonna leave my phone here.
That guy was getting kind of scary, dude. He kept walking back, and it was like getting into a martial stance.
So the best question to ask people that make these outrageous claims that they
Is what the fuck is wrong with you? So, I don't know if I can say that
no,
on
you're
here.
fine. So what I usually say, here, let me turn them over so you can hear me talking.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I usually say to people that give me the excuse that they for some reason can't eat vegan, I ask them, do you think people that don't have your health condition
Oh, yes,
that
yes,
can
yes.
go vegan
Test if he's
are
serious.
morally obligated? Because then it's about the ethics again. It's no longer about, I can't do this. Because then you have to put them in the perspective of thinking about the animal and not their
Right.
own needs. And when you think about health, some people get so locked down on it like he was like, you're telling me to hurt myself. I was like, no, I'm telling you to find the sources that would help you be vegan.
Right.
But you did fine.
I remember
I wanted to offer that help because it
Yeah.
seemed like he was so hell-bent on
Totally.
that.
And I remember that now from AV. I wish I'd remember that then. You just simply ask if that was not an obstacle for you, would you go vegan?
Right. Would it be an obligation then?
Because he claims to agree with me. And
Yeah, exactly. Are you okay standing here for a minute and I'll go check the other side? Okay.
Sure. I'll try to not outreach.
Okay. Oh, you can outreach. You can
Yeah, I
outreach.
mean-
We'll just, after you're done, we'll move after that. So.
Okay.
So this morning when we were eating breakfast, just was off a towel. So she was cool. And I knew that when she told you about the
You guys got time for a quick interview? We're talking about animals.
And it has shade.
Okay.
So let's
We're moving.
I guess we're just going to move the cart with the live on.
We're rolling. So you want to put her in here or do you want to carry her over there? Okay.
It's going to be a bumpy ride, guys. Ready. Go forward until you can't anymore. And if you want, you can just cross the grass. I don't know if the wheels should do it, but we'll try. Do you see where the bricks are that lady's sitting on? That's where I was thinking about going. The lady with the, I can't remember that artist's name.
Oh, right here. Oh, that's a great spot. I'm sorry, but next time someone asks me to leave a legal area, I'm going to tell them no.
Yeah, I do understand what they're saying about,
It was getting a little heated.
well, it's more like they're saying that people are avoiding that strip, so then all the businesses there aren't getting business. So the one of them I don't care about, but the other one's like a mushroom stand, and I don't know what else.
Yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense. It's just not legal tender.
No, it's not legal. You're right.
Have a good day. Have you guys had his pickles?
No.
Oh my god. Every weekend.
Should I pull up
Yeah, maybe like on this corner
Hey guys,
here.
sorry for the delay. Don't move and the person comes back, say you moved and now you move back. Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather keep doing activism and just move than stay in one spot and then get kicked off and then
Exactly.
you don't get any activism.
Yeah, exactly. Or they like just bog our time down with talking to cops even though they can't do anything, but they can waste our time and I don't really want to deal with that. Is that a good spot? Do you guys
Hey, we're doing some
I
interviews.
can see you.
Do you have time
That's actually pretty good. Yeah, right there. Okay. So when you have people come in, have them step inside of this brick so they're not blocking the walkway.
Oh, that's good,
and
yeah.
then don't go more than a foot back behind you. But the frame is perfect right where you're at.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I like this spot.
Yeah, it's actually not bad. It's shaded, a little cooler.
Yeah. You guys have time for an interview? Yeah, talk about animals? Come on over. Animals and oppression.
Sure.
Here, let's step out of the way so we're not bogging down traffic.
Do you not want to be?
Oh, you do it.
We're doing a YouTube live.
Really?
So, you know what oppression is?
I think so.
Do you think it's fair to judge oppression from the perspective of the oppressor?
No.
No. Do you think that animals deserve respect?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Do you think it's respectful to eat their flesh, milk, and eggs?
I mean, I do it.
Yeah, no, but aside from what you do and what you want, is it okay? Is it right?
I don't really know.
You don't know?
Morally, I
Morally.
couldn't tell you.
So, how would you define the word exploit or exploitation?
Couldn't give you a great definition.
Maybe, how about
Just
to take
taking-
from?
Yeah, I was gonna say like.
Or taken advantage
Yeah,
of,
taking
taken
advantage
from. Right. So, would you agree that the animals are exploited when we use them for financial gains and for taste pleasure and entertainment?
Yeah.
Or leather
I would say
jacket?
that a lot of the ways that we exploit animals is awful. Like,
Yeah.
I don't agree with a lot of the like fishing practices and a lot of like just how everyone does things. But
Well, when you say it that way, it makes it sound like you believe in humane slaughter.
I don't know. I was just raised that it was alright to eat animals.
Right.
so-
But what does your heart say? If you were in the animal's position.
my heart says it's alright. Honestly.
Well, from the
and I don't
perspective.
know if that's just how I was raised.
Right.
But I
That-
couldn't tell
that
you
was-
exactly why.
Why?
Like, I couldn't explain it to you.
What, you can explain to me why it's okay to exploit them?
I don't feel like I'm exploited.
Well, exploit means to take from. You take their flesh, milk, and eggs.
Alright, I'm good. Let's go, baby.
Good talk. Just one of them days. You guys want to do an interview? 3 minutes? No? Okay. Hey guys, you want to do an interview? 3 minutes, ask you about animals?
Okay, thank you.
All right, enjoy Portland. It's beautiful. I love fall.
Oh yeah, these ones we harvest like this. It's just a lot of labor to harvest.
Hey guys, we're doing interviews on YouTube. You have time for a couple questions?
Yes, I have the different variety flavors. I should have one of each jar down there, and then Wildflower Classic. Oh, toast with butter, English muffin, grapes, apple slices, pear slices.
Broccolini.
Celery.
Her name is Celeste, so we call her Celery. Broccolette.
Yeah, and I go back to my
Hey, we're doing some interviews. Do you have time? A couple questions? I think one of the most mind-blowing things I ever learned is that there's not a broccoli in VeggieTales. Or he's in like one episode.
Oh, that's
And it's literally in the intro song. He says, broccoli. Hey guys, do you have time for an interview? A couple questions? Howdy. You want to do an interview? We're asking a couple questions about animals. Oh, take care. You want to do a YouTube interview? Hey, you guys have time for an interview? We're on YouTube Live. Hello. We're doing interviews. Do you want to try?
No, thank you.
Okay, no worries. You have time for a couple of questions? We're doing some interviews. No worries. We're doing a YouTube Live. Can I ask you a couple questions? Hey guys, we're doing a YouTube Live. Can I ask you a couple questions? Hey guys, we're doing some interviews. Can I ask you a couple questions? No? Could I ask you a couple questions? We're doing some interviews. Can I ask you a couple questions?
Okay, thank you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't think the camera can.
Sleepy broccolini. We're doing interviews. Can I ask you guys a couple questions? It'll be real quick about animals. Not on camera? Okay, no worries.
Let's do it.
Yeah? All right, that's what I'm talking about. You want to stand in the camera or do you mind?
Yeah, where do you want me?
Right here. Thank you so much.
I'll watch it for you.
Two precious guardians over there.
You're the reason that I hold on hope for open minds. Right on.
Awesome.
So we're talking about animals. How do you feel about animal exploitation?
Honestly, I feel pretty awful about it because it also shows like the perpetual state of possession, violence, exploitation that isn't just happening to like creatures, it's happening to plants, it's happening to animal like we are animals that are participant in that, like the way that we treat each other is very exploitive.
Totally.
Yeah.
It is. That seems to be kind of human nature, but it doesn't have to be that way.
No, it's definitely a learned process.
Yeah.
It's definitely like the colonization of looking outside of yourself and seeing others as not you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because then you can perpetuate violence.
Discrimination. You sound like a vegan already, right? So my next question, you think that's respectful to exploit them? You think that's disrespectful to exploit them, right?
I think it's disrespectful to exploit them, but also I think that there are better like community structures that can include animals, you know, like
pets.
Like pets, you know, like farming, you know, more local, like
Well,
localized
if
farming.
there was human farming, does that sound like a good thing that we should have?
It's
Human farming?
Well, what I'm saying is about like creating an ecosystem and environment that holds all of its parts, right? So it's like, it's not about like farming necessarily cattle or like pigs in separate areas, but like allowing animals to live in the diversity in which they live in. Yeah.
Do you know that, so veganism, how would you define it?
Veganism, I think, is like the ideology and philosophy of like extending, you know, your moral circle beyond yourself.
Yeah, that was great.
Like, yeah.
That was a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Right. Is there anything preventing you from being vegan?
For me personally, like I know that like with my genetics, my father had muscular dystrophy, so it's like, you know, I kind of am in tune to what my body needs, but I also like source my products locally. I source them very intentionally. I was vegan for a really long time, and I also did it as a means to be very controlling and very harmful to myself.
Right. Well,
so it's all about like the ways and the intentions that you are connecting with your soul and your body and the planet.
Right. But you're speaking from your perspective.
Mhm.
Do you think that oppression should be judged from the perspective of the oppressor or from the victims? That's a big question. Do you think that oppression should be judged from the oppressor?
No, it definitely should be looked at from like the scope of like all perspectives.
From
right?
the victim.
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
If we look from the
victims as well. Yes.
Would you agree that exploited animals are victims?
Yes.
Right. Do you understand how supply and demand works?
Yes, I do.
Right. They supply it because people demand it. And so vegan is a principle against animal abuse, right? And there's no non-abusive way to exploit animals for their meat, flesh, secretions, or their skin, or entertainment. So,
I hear you.
yeah. Is that something that you're interested in, going vegan?
I would be interested in going vegan, but also like I have to take into like accountability like my own like guts reactions, right? Like I'm incredibly sensitive to soy. I'm incredibly sensitive to a lot of these other like high inflammatory.
So if that was not an issue for you, would you be vegan?
Oh yeah, absolutely. If my body
Yeah.
didn't have a feedback loop system that like
Actually-
kind of depended on certain like proteins
Totally.
and things like absolutely.
Right, well,
like
you
my
know-
own ancestral foods, like a lot of that is like a cultural and ancestral thing.
It's completely unnecessary now in 2025. We don't need to eat it. It's an optional product to eat any animal product, right?
Well, and what I'm saying to you is, and which I think that you're trying to pull me from, is like, you know, like as an indigenous person, like I believe that we should be living in like congruence with like nature, being able to be of service to nature, and also being able to like receive what nature does have to offer you without it being in this exploitive way.
Right.
Which isn't necessarily the structure that we have the capacity to have now because of how far gone the structure already is in terms of violence, in terms of like farming.
Yeah. I think maybe you're getting a little caught up in the what do you call it, the snowball effect, where things are just becoming bigger than they actually are, because you could be vegan today.
Yes, but also in certain vibrations of being vegan and relating to my body, it doesn't necessarily feel the most healthy all the time. Like when I was vegan for a very long time, it ended up being like very controlling and limiting of my own self. I put a lot of processed foods in my system that actually ended up fucking up my gut.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like a
Yeah,
right?
diet.
Like-
If that was not an issue for you,
if my own
you
gut
would go
like
vegan,
didn't
right?
need to like be a part of it in a very real way, like it is in the ecosystem, yeah, absolutely.
Well, you can be vegan today. You agree with me there.
I don't think that my body could be vegan without it harming itself. My own
do you
like
think-
ancestral foods, my own DNA is influenced by the
So-
environment.
so wait,
the
wait,
eco-
wait.
Excuse me, by like the ecosystem.
If you don't think
that-
you can be
excuse me.
vegan, then I want
Can
you to move on so I can talk to people who are open-minded. Thank you. If you can't be vegan, no disrespect, ma'am.
did feel really disrespectful for you to cut me off and for you to not be down to listen to me if what you're asking for is people to hear you.
Right.
So please sit with that.
Okay. So this is fun. Have you ever heard of Rise Against? People in the chat. Rise Against is a punk rock band. It's one of my favorites. He's vegan too, and it's got one song called Elective Amnesia. It's when all of a sudden people get amnesia when certain topics come up in conversation. Sounds like cognitive.
I love it.
You love it? Then come talk to me real quick. 3 Hey guys, you want to do an interview? We're doing a YouTube. Thank you, I appreciate that. Hey guys, we're doing some interviews. We're doing an interview. You want to come try? No? Sure. Yeah,
I just didn't want you to feel like you were standing out there forever, and I thought that was going to be a little faster. But yeah, I know you do. I don't feel like you have to stop either. So, yeah, whatever you want to do.
Anyway, one card so far, and it wasn't even someone that I outreached.
Darn. That last girl was actually really, I felt like intelligent, but she stopped the conversation and just walked away. So
I define intelligence different. It's intellectual intelligence.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, she wasn't open to the full idea. She ran away from it. So. But she sounded like she was understanding all the concepts. So.
Well, she wants to live in harmony with her ancestors, so that's why she's not vegan.
Yeah, it was something about nature versus man, and I'm like, well, we chose this way because we know that it's cruel and unfair in nature, right? That's not moral. People or animals taking each other out, yes, they're doing it for survival, but I wouldn't want to be the victim of that. That's why we left that.
What is happening? How can people say we're not animals, therefore I can act like an animal?
Yeah, it's totally double speak.
You're not
Yeah.
an animal, then don't act like it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we're moral agents. Act like a moral agent, you know? Like, we're all adults. We can make decisions for ourselves, which means we weigh out what's right and wrong. We have a moral obligation then. With this ability, we should be acting on what we think is right and not doing what we think is wrong, or at least, you know, just doing at least what we think is right. It's just frustrating that people don't want to listen. All right, here we go. I'm going. Hey, you guys want to answer a few questions? We're live on YouTube. It's just about the animals. Awesome. So the camera's right there. I'll have you stand right there for me for a second. Excellent. So my name's Anna. What's yours?
Crystal.
Crystal. What's yours?
Milo.
Milo. Lovely to meet you too. So we're first starting out with asking about oppression. Do you think the powerful should have the right to oppress the powerless?
Of course not.
I agree. The next few are going to seem kind of obvious, but I promise I'm going somewhere.
Okay.
What if the oppressor is really smart? Should the smart be able to oppress the dumb? No. Okay. What if the oppressor is really strong?
Yeah.
Okay. So the next question is going to feel like I'm doing a gotcha. I did it for most of my life, so just understand I'm not judging you. But what do you think about the animals that we use for food and clothing and entertainment?
I haven't eaten it. We've been vegetarian. She's been a vegetarian her whole life, and I was since I was 16.
That's
so
amazing.
I am 47. So I absolutely don't think we should be exploiting animals for our food.
Do you still use dairy or eggs?
I do,
Okay.
but I've been cutting back.
Okay.
And so it's more like on a rare, like more of a rare thing. But we mostly have dairy allergies and wheat allergies. So we actually usually have to abstain anyways. But
do you know what veganism is?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me what you think it is.
Not eating any animal byproducts,
That
like
is something we
honey
do.
or anything like that.
That's true. But veganism is actually a principle that we're against the exploitation of other sentient beings. So if I can avoid demanding someone else's exploitation, I do so. It sounds like you guys have the same mindset. So my next question is just like, do you know what happens with dairy, like for dairy to be produced?
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah, so
it's
you know that she's a
really
mom.
sad. Yeah, and
she
her
has to
being
have her
crying and the
baby.
baby's it's awful.
Okay.
So it's like if I lately I quit drinking half and half in my coffee, but sometimes if I see it at the food bank, I still grab it because it's like being wasted, but I don't want to buy it because I don't want to put into that industry.
Yeah.
So
even when you take it from the food bank, it's a little more gray there because I don't want to tell people that are desperate and in need to not take what they need. But if you have options, you should always choose the non-animal, only because you're even in that situation, you're still demanding they're going to replace that milk. Right?
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
gonna, and that means that another cow has to be impregnated and her baby has to be separated from her.
Yeah.
So every time that even if you go to a friend's house and they give it to you, you're still participating in that supply and demand.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
You guys
That's
sound
good.
very open-minded. Let me give you a card. So this side has Dominion on it. Just watch that for the standard practices. It's not supposed to be a gotcha. Even eggs, milk, on the nicest farms, they're still exploiting someone.
Yeah.
We're demanding someone be born
Thank you for
into
calling them
existence.
someone.
Yeah, they are someone.
Yeah, she's.
That
You
is
should be
actually-
talking to my daughter.
That is actually one of the hardest things you come across. People are like, they're not a someone, they're an it, and it's like, but they're having an experience.
Yeah.
Usually what I tell people is it's about sentience, right? Because some people will refer to plants and say, oh, they are feeling, and it's like, it's fine that we
They have
respect
feelings
them.
too.
Yeah, it's like, we
Yeah.
can respect plants, but they don't have a brain and a central nervous system. They're definitely not sentient
They're
like
communicating
animals.
though.
Exactly.
See, I might push back on that.
So our phones
They're
communicate.
communicating with each other.
Yeah, our phones communicate though, but we would agree that they're not sentient, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want us exploiting anybody. People's, animals, anybody.
Yeah, you sound like you actually have a vegan heart, both of you. So what I would suggest is just watch that documentary and ask yourself if you want to give your money to those people, even on really nice farms, people that are here that are, they genuinely care about, they give good care to their animals. They're still demanding someone be born into existence just to be used. And once they've worn out their usefulness, they're most often used for food at that. And that's not fair. We wouldn't want to trade places with them. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you guys. Yeah. So just hold in your mind, how many more animals do you want exploited for you? And you pick up that next package, know that you're having a direct effect, okay? Awesome. I appreciate you guys stopping by. You're amazing. Thank you, guys. Yeah, you have a great day. Thank you. Maybe one day you can come out here with us. That other side of the card is our Facebook group, so if you want to find us. Yeah, you guys have a good day. That was amazing. So they're vegetarian, but she agreed that the milk industry and the egg industry are exploitive. So hopefully if she watches that documentary, she'll change her mind. I should have challenged them to eat plant-based until they watch it. I really like doing that.
I like that idea.
Yeah. Do you want to jump back out here?
You're good.
Okay. Oh, I want my son. Awesome. If you ever want to speak up too, and I'm like talking, there's a. Well, I thought I had the other mic.
I almost just want to stand here and try and pass these cards out like candy.
Yeah, if you want. Yeah, you're welcome to do that. Do whatever you feel comfortable doing. Yeah. Hi. How you guys doing? You want to answer a few questions? We're live on YouTube. Okay, no worries. You guys have a good day. Hey, do you want to answer a few questions? All right, no worries. Hi. Do you guys want to answer a few questions? We're live on YouTube. All right. Have a good day. Oh, that's a good bouquet. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. You guys want to answer a few questions? All right. Well, thank you. Okay. You guys want to answer a few questions? I like your Band-Aid. Yeah. I need a sip of water. My mouth's so dry. Daniel, I don't know if you brought your setup. Did you want to go live after this for like an hour?
No, I don't have my setup.
Okay.
We came from the coast, so I have my
Gotcha. That's fair.
But sometimes I want to bring a DSLR and try to get some footage for your YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, I would love that. Yes, I try to get pictures and stuff, but it feels awkward sometimes when I do it. I don't know why.
We could live stream with a DSLR. That'd be cool.
A live what?
It's called a capture card.
Oh, a capture card.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then you can plug. I mean,
Yeah.
DSLR. You might need like a laptop or something. I'm not sure.
It is. I think Chip. No, Chip just records with it, right? Because I know he has two. He's got his phone and then a camera. Okay.
I feel like Jim Lettuce.
Oh yeah, Jem.
I feel like her video quality is always like.
Yeah, it's because she's part of a. She's in a group where people have money.
Yeah.
And so many people have invested in cameras in that group. Yeah. They have.
I think it's possible to get to that caliber.
Oh, for sure.
Without spending money.
Oh. I mean, you got to find the camera. For sure.
I got a camera.
Oh, you have a camera. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind if we bump up the quality of stuff. Yeah.
I just don't have a capture card.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll have to look into that.
Long down the road stuff, because this works great.
Yeah, I like this a lot. It's easy, but I definitely am okay with upgrading so that we look nicer. I have no problem with that. Yeah.
We'll get onesies too.
Onesies, yeah. I saw Walmart has a bunch right now. Yeah, they do. I saw online. I didn't go inside the store, but this one's from Tipsy Elves, which they're an American company, but it takes a while for them to, and they're a little more expensive. They're like $8. Yeah, it's comfy, and I like my little. I haven't seen any other cow with udders like this, so I loved it so much. I have a pig one coming soon, so yes. Yes. There's so many animals that you can choose from. There's a turkey one too, yep. How's everyone doing so far? I haven't talked to you. Got 9 people in here.
Ooh, 9 people. I mean, I never thought it.
What? Just like vegan clickbait. This is clickbait? I have a troll that's saying this is clickbait, I guess. Hi. You guys want to answer a few questions? We're live on YouTube. Yeah? They're just about oppression. Just your opinions. Okay. All right. Well, have a good day. So close. People are curious, but I think they're scared of being wrong. Who could be afraid of a cow? Hi. Hi. You want to answer a few questions? Okay. Got some good music going on too. Hi. You guys want to answer a few questions? Okay. All right. Have a good day. Hi. You guys want to answer a few questions? Okay. Hi. You want to answer a few questions? Okay. Hey, you want to answer a few questions? We're live on YouTube. Is that okay?
Sure. How long does it take?
5-10 minutes.
Okay. Should we do a social experiment?
Oh, you baby! Oh my gosh! Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So you're okay with it?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. So I'm gonna have you just stand right over there, just so you're in the view of the camera there. Go ahead and take like a half step back. There we go. Perfect. Just so you're in frame. Awesome. So my name's Anna. What's yours?
Matt.
Matt. Lovely to meet you, Matt. So I'm just asking people about oppression.
About what?
Oppression.
Okay.
Prolonged cruel treatment. Do you think that the powerful should have the right to oppress the powerless?
No.
I agree. These next few questions are going to seem kind of obvious, so bear with me. What if the oppressor is really strong? Should they have the right then?
No.
What if they're really smart?
No.
I agree. So this next one's going to seem like a trick and I'm catching off guard, but I did it for a long period of my life. What about the animals that we use for clothing, entertainment, or food? Are we oppressing them, and is that fair to them?
I mean, I think that the first questions, I think you were assuming that we're speaking about people, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so, I mean, I feel like that we have a moral obligation to minimize the harm that we do,
Yeah,
but
we can avoid demanding someone's exploitation.
Yeah, but like, I do not think that that treating animals in the same way that we treat as humans is a little bit of a slippery slope, because I'm not sure then when you draw the line between like which animals and like which life forms, and
What do you mean which?
well, like, I mean, I think that we have the tendency to be more concerned about animals that first of all are appealing and, like, for lack of a better way of saying it, cute, and definitely mammals. And we probably would not be having the same conversation if we were speaking about insects.
Yeah, I would. I actually. So do you
Or
know
maybe you would.
I was say, do you know what veganism is?
Yeah.
Tell me what you think it is.
Veganism, to my knowledge, is like the choice to sustain yourself without using animal products that were gathered in inhumane ways.
So we do avoid using animal products totally, but that's more something we do. Veganism is defined as a principled stance against the exploitation of other sentient beings.
Mhm.
So if I can avoid demanding someone's
What do you mean by
exploitation-
sentient?
Someone who's able to have a subjective experience, like their own subjective experience of pain, joy, just life, having their own
Right.
ability to.
So, and what would you say would be the line between a non-sentient and sentient being?
The fact that they're able to have.
Like,
that-
can you like is an oyster sentient?
That one is gray, but I err on the side of caution because if they do feel, I'd rather not cause them harm. But I'm more focused on the animals that we do use regularly, personally, and most vegans would agree that we don't use someone even if we think they might be. We err on the side of caution.
Okay.
But we eat plants, even though there is some studies out there that are trying to say that plants might have some sort of sentience.
Yeah.
The issue is that animals clearly are sentient, more sentient to us than like a plant is, and
Right.
we also feed so many of these plants to animals. So if we are going to start caring about plant welfare, we would still turn to veganism because we would reduce how many plants we birth into the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the solution is to avoid demanding animals go through this exploitation because they do make preferences and they don't want to be used, and we're just making someone be born into existence just to be used by us. We don't care about their preferences or their purpose, right? We're just forcing our purpose onto them.
is that true of all farms?
Yeah. If you're farming an animal, I mean, why would it be immoral to farm a human? Let's say it's a really nice farm. Would it still be moral to farm the human?
For the purposes of like exploiting them, no.
Meat, hair, yeah, whatever.
Right.
Yeah. I agree. It wouldn't be moral. I wouldn't want to be farmed. I would want my autonomy and my freedom to do my natural instincts, right? So what do you think is different between us and the animals that justifies that difference in treatment?
Well, I mean, I appreciate your point.
It's definitely a
I
concept
do think
we
that
don't think about often.
no, I do. I mean, I think that like there are sort of like circles of empathy that I feel for. Like I feel like the greatest amount of empathy for my family.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
you have
like
your circles
expanding
of
like
value.
circles. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand
and
that.
so like
I care about my family more than I care about your family, right? But I
Sure.
can still respect your family knowing that you're sentient. You don't
right.
want to suffer.
Yeah, and I think that like my personal answer. So, I mean, I assume that where this is leading is like, am I going to commit to not eating meat? Right.
Veganism, yeah. Are you going to commit to being against the oppression of others?
I'm not going to commit to that. And
so
like
oppression is okay?
I mean, I would say for me the choice of like oppressing other humans is not okay.
Well, you're the oppressor.
Yeah.
So why is it okay for you to oppress the animals?
I mean, I'm not going to say that I think that it's okay, but I think
you
that
agree
there
that you're
are
doing something immoral?
No, because I think that like taking like such a binary stance on it is almost like I mean, like we
what
could
do the animals want?
we could say like do you agree that using the power grid, even though it's like adding to carbon emissions, is immoral?
But there's no direct victim, right? I'm not
There is.
using someone for my benefit.
I mean, I think that like it's a sort of a you found it. I think it's a gradient, and I think that the presentation of these questions is
So you're-
pretty
you're
like
saying-
it's trying to turn a gradient into binary.
You're saying that someone driving a car is similar to me paying a hitman?
No, but I also don't think that like in equating the choice to eat like farmed animals to hiring a hitman, I also think that that's a bit of like a fallacy as
yourself?
well. But
Would you do it yourself?
Would I
you
farm
kill
an animal?
Yeah, would you kill an animal?
for food, yes.
What if you weren't desperate? Like right now. Would you kill an animal right now for a snack?
No, not for a
So
snack.
you pay someone else to do it.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Like we are given.
If I pay someone to hit a human, what's the difference?
Well, like I said, I think that the difference is that it's a human, and I feel differently
you're just
about.
begging the question. You're just saying because they're human. You're not telling me why. What does it mean to be human?
Because
what is it in
for the-
humans that you respect more than animals?
I mean, for the same reason. Well, what is it that you respect about your family more than mine?
It's not about value, right? I don't.
But like, I
value
think that
these
you're
people.
kind of dodging my question because
No, I just answered it because you said that you're talking about your value system, your circles of value, right? You
Yeah.
value your family more than you value my family. Those are value circles.
Mhm.
Just because I'm not in that inner circle doesn't mean you can't respect me, right?
No, but like
You don't
if
have to demand my exploitation.
Wait, okay, so let me give you another example. If you could make a choice, a business choice that would financially benefit your family but would disadvantage my family, would you do that?
No.
So if we were like engaged in some sort of like zero sum like game of poker, when I don't know, like just like for example, in which like if I lost money, you would win money, and if I won money, you would
consenting
lose
to
money.
that. You're going into that game knowing that you might lose everything. Animals don't have a
But
choice.
but life is very similar to that.
So you
like
just justified human slavery.
no.
Because I could birth someone into existence to use, right? It's the same thing.
No, you're confabulating a few things. So what I'm saying is that
You're saying it was life, though, to lose your life and be farmed.
I'm not sure what you're talking
So
about
you said
anymore.
gambling, right? If I was to gamble with you and I took all your money, you were saying that I'm exploiting you, and I'm saying that's not exploitation.
That's not.
You chose with
That's
consent.
not the question. Sorry, I'm not sure you're listening to me
Let's
anymore.
repeat the scenario.
Yeah.
Gambling. Go from there.
I'm sketching out a scenario in which your admitted choice that you prioritize your family over my family.
That's not what you said.
It is.
What's the you said
Sorry,
gambling.
I don't think that, like, if I'm going to make a point, I think you're going to have to let me finish the point before you
I know,
jump
but
in and assume
you're
you know what I'm
changing
saying.
what your point was. You were talking about
I'm not
gambling.
actually. Sorry. I don't think this is going to be fruitful anymore. But
Can I
thank
give you a card?
No.
All right. You have a good day. Please respect the animals. They don't want to be used. That was incredibly frustrating. Like, he was comparing gambling to exploitation. He was saying that if I was to gamble with him and he lost all his money, that's me exploiting him. I'm like, you consent to the game, though. You consented to gamble and possibly lose all of your money with your consent.
You don't know why it's okay to murder? Come on, Anna.
I know. I'm like, you just justified human slavery then. He said it's life, and I'm like, then it's life that I demand a human be born and be used for me. That's just life. They're going to be used, right? That doesn't make sense. It really is. Yeah, that's true. There were actually some really good conversations. We're at 1:00 right now. I think I might call it right here, guys. Sadly, ending on a sad note, but still a great conversation. I think we're going to live in his mind for a while, so that's at least its own win. But yeah, and I have some good people that are going to look into resources. So hopefully they actually watch that documentary with open minds and like actually genuinely ask themselves, do I want to do this? So yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's hard. Yeah. Yeah, it's intense.
That's why I prefer the We the Free. We the Free 3 minutes.
Oh yeah, the We the Free is pretty good too.
Because, I mean, no
The 3
one's going to sit.
minutes.
How many
Oh, yeah.
people,
2
if anyone
hours.
watches all of Dominion, then they'll become numb.
Yeah, yeah. So sometimes, like, I watched it and I was like, oh God, I really don't want to support that. And I watched it a couple of times because I wanted to know what I was telling people to watch. I actually even wanted to know the chapters, so I'd be like, go to this point if you're really only worried about these specific animals, you know. Honestly, I didn't want to. I forced myself to because, and it's not that everyone needs to do this, to be clear. I'm not trying to say everyone needs to watch it over and over, but I did feel like I needed to toughen up for them because, like, what are they going through? What am I going through?
I'm thinking about all the activists who go through the slaughterhouses. Like,
Oh my gosh, yes.
experience like that would be so, like,
Traumatizing. Literally traumatizing.
I mean, it'd just be that much. I feel like going to a slaughterhouse would be an awful experience that would make you so much stronger activist.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, seeing up front, oof, I just so intense. But actually, I would too. I was going to try to schedule because, you know, Mel and Steve have such a great thing going on Fridays. Fridays are hard though. That's why I was like, I don't know if I can do it on a Friday. But there are 2 slaughterhouses here in Portland, but they're not big ones. So it's like, it's hard to know when they would have transport to like witness. The one that is the biggest one is in Washington. Oregon, oddly, doesn't have hardly any slaughterhouses. Yeah, and there are lots, like the ones they do have are small. So there's like certain rules that they have to work with. They're not like the big ones that go to all the restaurants and stuff. So it sounds like most of Oregon imports a lot of their stuff, which is crazy. But the next biggest one is Foster Farms, which is I think an hour north in Kelso, I want to say.
I would be down
Yeah.
to drive.
Yeah, I would be too. And there is a pretty decent spot to stand. They have a sidewalk that goes right to where the trucks drive in, but I don't know if the trucks would actually stop because they would have to kind of turn to get in, but I don't know if they would stop for us. So, but the other 2, I can send you pictures too. Everyone's listening in on this. I'll send you pictures of the slaughterhouses that I took so you can see the footprint. I'm trying to think of like the blueprint of like where you could stand and all that. Yeah.
Heard of ag-gag laws?
Yep.
It's illegal for them to report these things if they work there.
Oh yeah. To report malfeasance or like just yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah. Some of those ag-gag laws have been challenged and struck down, But also some of them have been upheld, oddly, even though it's against our First Amendment right to speak up against stuff. It contradicts, but it's state law versus federal, and that's where it starts to bump noggins. So federally speaking, it is not. It is a civil and a state's issue with trespassing and going into these things. So
That's very interesting.
I know I had to look at it because I thought it was federally illegal, but it's just all the ag-gag laws that are being upheld. So anyway, guys, I've been yapping along at you. Did you guys want to jump in? I don't know if you want to be in the scene. Yeah, just a wave by. I'll grab a sign here. Really appreciate y'all being here. Anybody that's been here since the beginning, really thank you. And keep fighting for the animals. We've got the whole broccoli family here. I don't know if you guys want to say any last words.
Let's see if Celeste wants to say something. What do you want to say about the animals? She's shy.
So shy.
She's like, I just want a nap.
I just want a nap. Get this out of my face.
She's like, it's cold out here.
All right, guys. Well, thank you from Portland PSU's Farmers Market specifically. Just want to say goodbye and thanks for supporting us. And if you're not vegan, go vegan, because the animals, that's what they want, and that's what we're here for, is what the animals want.
Okay.
All right, guys. Have a good day.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.